My target is to maximise the potential in Wexford. The manager's responsibility is to get the best footballers in Wexford playing football. That's my responsibility, and that's what I intend doing, and maximising every ounce of energy, every ounce of skill, every ounce of commitment that's in those, and taking care of them. I believe in one game at a time, one season at a time, and our first game in the National Football League is against Limerick in Wexford Park, and that's the only place our focus is. And then when we turn the championship, there is only one team we're playing in the championship, and that's Carlow. Yeah, I was over Monaghan in 2006. Now listen, I would love the Redmond Barrys of those days to be still available to me. I thought he was a fantastic player. Matty Ford, fantastic player. They're two players would stick out in your mind that you would love if they were still available. But we know quite a number of them from obviously playing over the last couple of years, you know, especially the likes of Kieran Ling, Ben Brosnan, PJ Banville, Dahi Waters, Adrian Flynn, Brian Malone, and you know, your keeper Anthony Masterson. Those fellas for me are at the age group I'm talking about, the 28 plus players, 26, 27 plus players. And I would always believe that, you know, to maximise your panel needs to be an average age of 25 or 26 to be where you really want to get at Gaelic football. And I think that Wexford should have an awful lot of players that should be 25, 26, capable of playing at this level, that is not playing. For whatever reason they're not playing, but they're not playing at the moment. I'd be looking forward to you know, getting more players to 21, 22 to 25 years of age into that group, and maximising everything they have. I've thought long and hard about that backroom team. It'll be a compact backroom team, and it'll be finalised in the next 10 days. I will run the rule over what I would perceive to be the best 70 players in Wexford over the next 3 weeks. And I'll pick a panel of 33 or 4 out of that. And obviously with the help of people, local people down here, it's part of the process. But I would like to think I will give every player that's capable of playing at this level, that's 19 or over, and capable of playing at this level, every opportunity to play football for Wexford. And you know, I have a very simple philosophy when it comes to footballers. It's not about birth certs. It doesn't make any odds what age you are. If you're young enough, you're good enough. If you're old enough, you're good enough. If you're good enough, you're good enough. We're in Division 4, and we're in Division 4 for a reason. And it's in the trenches football. It's the bottom of Gaelic football. Division 4 is, and I have experience of being there. I managed Monaghan in 2005 in Division 2B, which effectively was Division 4 of the old league, and we played half the teams that's in Division 4 at the moment. So I've experience of managing in Division 4. It's very difficult. You know, the reality is Wexford only lost 2 games last year, and they didn't make promotion. They also only won 2 particular games by 1 point, which is very tight margins. And the margins in Division 4 are very tight. You're in Division 4 because you deserve to be in Division 4 for whatever reasons. And, you know, it's my job to maximise the potential of Wexford, as I said. I actually not particularly fond of the way our game has gone. It has gone defensive. You know, certainly in Ulster, no team has won the Ulster Championship without a defensive system since 1998. You know, Dublin has won 10 of the last Leinster Championships, so somebody is going to have to come up with something that takes on the teams in Leinster. And my proposition is that come Championship time, that we'll design a system to play Carlow in Carlow and try and win that match if we can. I think that Wexford is probably in the top 2 or 3 complete dual counties in Ireland. They're very strong in hurling, obviously. They're very strong in football, I believe. I think there's a lot of talent. You know, you take Monaghan, they're operating on a population of 55,000. Wexford is operating on a population of 146,000. That's a huge difference. I again, all I can compare is my home county, Monaghan. 28 clubs, 29 clubs in Monaghan, 49 clubs in Wexford. So there's room for all talent, to maximise all talents. And you know, fair enough, somebody's opinion possibly is that hurling's number one, but at the end of the day, there's loads of good football and talent in Wexford, and that's all I want. I just want the best footballers in Wexford playing Wexford. After that, you know, I think the appointment of Davy Fitzgerald as Wexford hurling manager is a brilliant appointment for Wexford hurling, and you know, let's the two of us get on with our jobs. I'm 4 years out of inter-county management. This summer, above all, I've got a massive hunger to go back at it. I met a Wexford football committee full of enthusiasm for Wexford football. I spoke with quite a number of the senior players over the last 7 or 8 days. They're very enthusiastic about what they would perceive to be a lot of talent in Wexford, and hopeful of a professional setup for the county footballers, and I would hope I deliver that. You know, they were at a very high standard back in 2007, 8, 9 and 10, and they have drifted out of that zone, and you know, I suppose that's a challenge, a big challenge for Wexford football to come out of Division 4 over a period of time. So all those things, and I suppose the final thing that really impressed me was, even though it's quite a journey from Carrickmacross to Ferns, was the facilities in Ferns. So it's one thing driving a long journey to training, but when the facilities is right and proper when you arrive there, well then that's a huge advantage. And finally, the single most important thing, above all those, I believe there's talent in Wexford that hasn't been tapped into just yet, and I'm hoping to tap into that and have a really enjoyable and successful period with them. When we start in the O'Byrne Cup or the National Football League, I'll be asking all the Wexford football supporters, all the Wexford GAA supporters, whether you're football or hurling, this is your county. There's a population of 146,000. You know, get out and support the footballers. I can guarantee one thing: this group of players will be serious competitive. We will be competitive, one thing for sure. And I will drive every ounce of enthusiasm and energy out of the Wexford footballers for the Wexford people.